Welcome back to my channel, and this video is on linear equations. So here we have our first problem, and it says find x when 7x minus 2 is equal to 5. So what this is basically asking us to do is rearrange the formula so that we get x on one side and the rest of the expression on the other. So we've got 7x minus 2 is equal to 5. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of this minus 2. So how we do this is add 2 to both sides. So when we add 2 to this left hand side here, 7x minus 2 plus 2, we're going to just end up with 7x. And when we add 2 to our right hand side of 5, 5 plus 2 just gives us 7. So now we've got 7x is equal to 7. Now to get it just in the form of x is equal to something, we need to divide both sides by 7, because we have 7x. So when we divide both sides with 7 by 7, we're going to end up on the left hand side here with just x, and on the right hand side here with 1. So we found x, and x is equal to 1. Here we have our second problem, and it says find x when 2 open brackets x minus 3 close brackets is equal to 4. Now this one's slightly different because we have the brackets, but again we want to get it in x is equal to something like we did in the previous one. So we've got 2x minus 3 is equal to 4. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of this bracket. The simplest way to do that is expand it out. So all this is saying is we've got 2 times by x minus 2 times by 3. Because we've got minus 3. So if we do that, we end up with 2x minus 6 is equal to 4. Now this looks like the previous one we did. So the next thing we're going to do is add 6 to both sides in order to get the 2x by itself. So when we add 6 to 2x minus 6, we're going to just end up with 2x on this left hand side. When we add 6 to our right hand side, we're going to end up with 10. Now to get our x on its own, what we need to do is divide by 2, because we've got 2x. So if we divide both sides by 2, on this left hand side here we end up with just x, and on this right hand side here what we need to do is 10 divided by 2, which gives us 5. So x is equal to 5. Here we have our third problem, and it says find x when 3x minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 1. Now this one's slightly different because we have x's on both sides. So what we need to try and do is get the x's just on one side. So the first thing we're going to do is minus 2x from both sides in order to get it no x's on this right hand side here. So if we take away 2x from each side, we're going to end up here with 3x minus 2x minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 2x plus 1, which when we tidy up, 3x minus 2x gives you x, and we've still got the take away 2 is equal to 2x take away 2x, which just gives us 0x plus 1. And now you can see we've just got the x on one side, because here we have 0x, so there's none on this right hand side. So the next thing we need to do is get x on its own, like we wanted to get x is equal to something. So to do that, we need to add 2 to both sides in order to get this minus 2 on this right hand side. So if we add 2 to both sides, we're just going to end up with x is equal to 3. So that's our answer to this third problem. Here we have our fourth problem, and it says find x when 4 open brackets x minus 3 close brackets is equal to 2x plus 1. So here we have an x on both sides and brackets. So the first thing we're going to do is expand our brackets. So this is basically saying 4 times by x minus 3 times by 4. So when we do that, that equals 4x minus 12, which we can now write on this left hand side. So we've got 4x minus 12 is equal to 2x plus 1, which is in the form of the previous one. So now we want to try and get our x's on one side. So what we're going to do is take away 2x from both sides to get no x's here on this right hand side. So if we take away 2 x's, we're going to end up with 2x take away 12 is equal to 0x plus 1. So just we're going to write a 1 there. Now to get this 2x by itself, we need to plus 12 to both sides. So when we add 12, we're going to end up with 2x plus nothing, so just leave it by itself. It's equal to 13. Now it just asks for x, so what we need to do is divide by 2 on both sides. So 2x divided by 2 just gives us x, and 13 divided by 2 gives us 13 over 2, or 6.5. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any topics I could make videos on to help you out. Also be sure to check out my social medias, which are all in the description box below.